welcome back to my channel. Today I have a monthly March message for all of the Virgos out in the collective. Please note this is going to be a general reading, so it will not resonate with every single Virgo out in the collective. I ask that you take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are new to my channel, welcome to Eileen Into Spirit. My name is Eileen Rouse. I'm a psychic intuitive and a spiritual essence coach, and I provide you guidance and wisdom and inspiration every other week right here on this channel. I want to let you guys know that I now have an Etsy shop, so you can now schedule your own private sessions and readings with me. Just click down in the description box and click the link. Without further ado, Virgo, let's get into your message. All right, Virgo, you know the drill. This is going to be a 9-card draw, so let's get shuffling. What information and what insight can you offer Virgo this month? Let me just tell you guys, okay? I just want to tell you right now that this is probably the second time I have filmed this particular reading because the first time there was no sound. So it's very interesting to me how much the energy, like the cards, are just spewing out everywhere. So that's all I'm going to say. Okay, Virgos, you are starting out at the Ace of Cups. So a lot of you are going to be experiencing a new beginning. Maybe some of you are going to be coming into maybe a new job, some new money. This is really good. It's exciting. I just want to say it's exciting. All right, let's see what else we got here. I feel maybe some of you have sort of been feeling like you've kind of been put on hold. Like, I'm just going to say that. Like, you kind of feel like you've been put on hold. And so this is why you've sort of entered this new beginning. March is like a brand new beginning for you guys. And I think that's really good. This is going to be a great opportunity because we are going to be entering towards spring. This is going to be a great opportunity for you to start planting those seeds of the things that you're wanting to create and you're wanting to manifest. I highly advise, Virgos, this is what I'm going to say, that maybe you need to start really investing time and energy into a community or into working with others, collaborating with others. That is how you are going to build great wealth. Okay, I really feel that is where you're going to be building great wealth here, Virgo. It's really going to be working with others. It's not so much about working by yourself as it is about working with others and allowing others to help you build a legacy, a foundation. Okay. All right, Virgo, I'm excited about this because I'm loving these cards. So let's get right into it. So first card up represents where you currently are. And as I said, you are at the Ace of Pentacles. So as I said, this is a new beginning. This is new opportunities being presented to you from Spirit, and it could be multiple opportunities. Understand that when these opportunities come, this is opportunity for you to figure out which one of those you're really wanting to invest your time and your energy in, right? Which ones you're going to want to love and nurture and planting those seeds, that kind of thing. And understand that yes, it might be something that it might be in a direction that you ultimately didn't think you would be going into. But understand that your old cycles are done. They're over with, right? When I'm looking at this diagonally here, I have the Ace of Pentacles with the Three of Pentacles and the Death and the Rebirth. So what this tells me is that you ultimately are going to find great wealth in working with others, collaborating with others, building something together. This is why I saw that community energy, right? It's about making progress, understanding that the progress that you make in your life it's gonna give more to you in a sense that it's sort of like building something for others to share in, okay? Now, what is your theme this month? You have Temperance, okay? Temperance is your theme. And what this means is that this month it's really about blending all of the energies together, right? taking both action and creativity and blending them together to create something magical and something beautiful, right? And what I love about patience is that it's really about the alchemy, right? Creating something out of something else, right? Because in the traditional tarot, the Temperance card is pictured with an angel who is basically with 2 cups, right? And he's taking water and turning it into wine, right? So this is about working with the energies, blending the energies together to create something beautiful, something out of the ordinary, right? It's almost like creating, gold out of nothing. Okay, so that is your theme this month. I feel that it's going to be very important for you to sort of take your time, be patient with yourself, recognize that things don't automatically happen overnight here, Virgo. I can relate to the fact that most Virgos want everything instantaneously. I know I'm that way, right? And so I have to remind myself that as long as I'm making progress, towards something that I'm trying to manifest or a goal that I'm trying to achieve, as long as I am consistent and I am working with the energies and I'm allowing myself to be balanced, and as long as I'm making progress, I'm still successful. Okay. So what are you accomplishing this month? You have the King of Wands. Now I'm getting 2 messages here, Virgo. So for some of you, the King of Wands is really representing your confident energy. This confident energy of being so inspired and so passionate and wanting to shine your light and share it for others to see. And I really feel it's more about you taking the lead here. For others of you, this represents someone that is going to be coming into your life, someone that is going to help you build your legacy or your foundation, someone that you ultimately are going to look up to, who is going to inspire you and is going to help you learn how to shine your own light, okay? Or how to step out of the shadows and into the light, okay? Now, what do you need to avoid? Virgo, it doesn't get any simpler than this. You need to avoid your toxic patterns and your toxic behaviors. We have devil energy here, right? And I feel that this is pretty plain and simple for the simple fact that sometimes we will get so wrapped up into the illusions that are presented to us that sometimes we don't recognize that it's just that it's just an illusion, right? Whenever I see the devil, especially with this card, the phrase that I always hear in my mind here, Virgo, is everything that glitters isn't always gold, right? So it's important for us to recognize that sometimes things are not as they seem. Okay, so I feel this is what you ultimately need to avoid. Avoid getting caught up in the illusions. Avoid looking at things for what you avoid looking at them or believing that they are more than what they are, right? And so I feel that's what you need to avoid. Now, what do you need to embrace? You have the 3 of Pentacles here, right? And what this really means is this represents you working with a community, collaborating with others, progressing, working, teaching, learning, those kinds of things. That is what you need to embrace. I feel a lot of you are moving into this student phase and you are transitioning into this teaching phase. I clearly see that right here diagonally. You have the 5 of Wands, which I often associate here, Virgo, with this student, right? You are climbing the ladder of your own growth, your own ascension, all of the experiences that you are learning from, and you're trying to achieve something. You're trying to work towards something, which is really about learning, right? Learning through the experiences and learning on your journey. And then we move on to the 3 of Pentacles, right? This clearly shows me that it's about you learning and you also teaching, right? Because there are things that you would ultimately learn that others might not have experienced before, and you can teach to that, right? So working with others and communicating with others and building a like-minded community that you all could build something together, right? and it moves on into the King of Wands. This is confident energy. This is energy of taking the lead out of the shadows into the light, that kind of thing. So this is what you need to embrace. Now, what is the obstacle you're going to face? Virgo. The obstacle is your disappointments, right? And I feel like because Virgos have really sort of been put into this pressure cooker and have sort of been building up to this, taking the lead, I really feel that the obstacle here is going to be you sort of being disappointed in the things that didn't transpire or that didn't work out or what could have been, right? Whenever I see the Five of Cups, I'm always looking at it from the perspective of you're crying over spilled milk. There is no need for you to stay in that type of an energy, right? So the obstacle really is that maybe there's going to be something that you ultimately, okay? And when I'm looking at it this way, with the Devil, the Three of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups, I feel like a lot of you Virgos have really trusted in working with others, and you have been disappointed by being manipulated or being deceived by the actions of others, right? And I feel like a lot of times when that happens, you sort of want to take a step back. You want to disassociate. You no longer want to be a part of a community. You no longer want to go through that specific type of energy again, right? And so you end up crying over the things that could have been instead of realizing that that was an experience. That experience, that relationship, whatever it was that occurred, taught you something. It helped you become a little bit stronger. It helped you become more braver. It helped you become more aware of what to look for in that type of a relationship and how to set boundaries and how to better understand what it is you truly desired and what it is you're truly wanting and needing, right? So with this Five of Cups and this obstacle, do not focus on the things that didn't work out. Do not focus on the things that could have been. Focus on the things that you do have, learning to be grateful and recognizing that there is more to be had as long as you continue your journey. So turn your back on the things that have left your life, that are no longer there, because they're meant to be gone, right? They're not meant to be. They were never meant to be. So it's now time for you to start moving towards building something more and finding your fulfillment and your joy in the new things that you come upon in this new journey. Now, what is your support? Your support is this, the Five of Wands. You've worked very hard here, Virgo. You have worked so hard to climb that ladder, to become the person that you are, to become courageous, to be the point person, the leader of other people looking up to you. You've worked so hard. That is your support. You have learned so much. Acknowledge that, accept that, honor that, recognize that you are now moving towards being that beacon of light. Okay, so that is your support. Now, what is your action? You have the Ten of Swords here. The Ten of Swords is really about recognizing what is dead and gone. What is dead and gone needs to stay dead and gone. Do not relive it. Do not bring it back up, because you need to turn your back on those things and face towards this new horizon. Okay, so I want to point this out because when I'm looking at swords, I'm always looking at it from the mental perspective, right? The thoughts, all those negative thoughts that we tend to have, that we sabotage ourselves with day in and day out, right? And so understand that that is over, right? We are no longer going to criticize ourselves or tell ourselves that we're not good enough or that we're not worthy or that we're not successful enough or that we haven't accomplished enough. We're no longer going to do that. We are now going to recognize, right? We're going to recognize with this Five of Wands how much we actually have accomplished. And we're going to utilize all of that knowledge and that wisdom and that experience that we have ultimately created and gone through and use it to rebirth ourselves, to create a new life for yourself. The ultimate thing that I keep hearing here is about it's time that you create a new story for yourself, Virgo, because you are entering a rebirthing phase. You're entering this whole new cycle, this whole new beginning, and I feel that everything that you have sort of gone through up until this point, it's done. It's over with, right? So your advice and your encouragement is it is time for you to be reborn. It is time for you to decide today, in this moment, where you are, that you want something better because you deserve that something better. And it's time that you stand in the light and claim what is rightfully yours. So Virgo, this is your message. I absolutely love this. Let's go ahead and draw an additional card here from Rebecca Campbell's Work Your Light Oracle deck to see what additional information Spirit has for you. So angels, archangels, guides, ascended masters, what additional information and insight can you offer Virgo this month? What additional information and insight can you offer Virgo this month? Okay. All right, here we go. So, yes, love this, Virgo. Okay, you got break the chain. This is about ancestral patterns. It's about healing and rewriting the future. What did I say? Your outcome card here, Virgo, is the death and the rebirth. This is really about writing your new story, right? You taking the lead here with the King of Wands, letting go of all of the disappointment and the sorrow that you've experienced because you know that something better is waiting for you on the horizon. And it's now time for you to take your lead and rewrite that future. Claim what is rightfully yours. Recognize and understand that everything that you have gone through is really for you to recognize the patterns in your family, the toxic behaviors here with the devil, right? This is really about, generational trauma. Maybe a lot of you have really been going through so much to write that, right? And by you going through that and you going from the dark into the light, it's really about rewriting the future for generations after you. So this is huge. So now it's time for you to break the chain, right? You are now rewriting the future for generations to come. And it's time that you stand in your power and you shine that light, and you shine it so bright here, Virgo. So Virgo, this is your message for this month. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time with your new message. Namaste, guys.